welcome you to Monrovia High School tonight. Sean Walker, Jake Morris here as the Eminence Eels will take on the Monrovia Bulldogs. It's girls basketball. To kick things off, we'll have a boys basketball game following. It's a varsity doubleheader tonight. We're excited to bring it to you here on Endeavor Communications, presented by MTC Sports. Make sure you visit Endeavor Communications at weendeavor.com. Special shout out to the MTC Sports crew here tonight. Sean Walker, Jake Morris set to get the pregame going for you. Jake, looking at this game right here, you've got a team that's winless in Eminence. You've got a team that's playing 500 ball in Monrovia, but these two opponents know each other well.
Yeah, they play each other twice a year, but, for Eminence, 0-6, only 7 players on this roster. And, we talked about it earlier today. The size of the school causes them to struggle a little bit in terms of racking up the wins. But this team does play hard. Monrovia off to a pretty good start so far, just 3-3 on the year, but looking to improve that tonight.
Let's take a look at our X factor for tonight's matchup. And we went with a young lady from Monrovia, Michaela Swafford, having a very successful season so far, almost 13 points per game.
Yeah, 13 points per game. What impresses me is the 52% three-point percentage. That tells me she's taking good shots. She may not be taking a ton, but she's taking good shots, and when she's taking them, she's putting them in.
Let's get to our keys to victory. Tonight's keys brought to us by Endeavor Communications.
Number one is obviously limit the turnovers. I mean, that should be one for every game, but both teams, especially for Eminence, you want to limit the turnovers because of their lack of scoring power. You want to make sure you can limit your turnovers as much as possible. Number two is from Monrovia, the full court action. I saw them working on this right before the game. They really want to push the tempo. They have an action they run to get easy buckets and easy open shots. Look for them to do that throughout the game tonight. And number three is get to the charity stripe. This is more for Eminence. If you can't get people open, you got to attack the basket, try to draw the foul, get some of these higher scorers from Monrovia in foul trouble, and get yourself some easy points at the line.
I love the keys to victory. Let's look at the starting lineups. First up for Eminence, their starters tonight will be Veda Riffle, Madison Renard, Taylor Riffle, Taja Davis, and Courtney Owens. On the other side for the home team, the Monrovia Bulldogs, their squad tonight will be Allie Grimes, Michaela Swafford, Kayla Wilkerson, Riley Sears, and Alicia Whitney. They'll get the start in this one. Important to note, Jake, this team from Eminence, a very small school in 1A basketball anyway, only 7 girls dress.
Yeah.
That's you got to be in
small
some
team.
You got to be in some good shape to last through the game.
Yep.
Tonight, not just familiar opponents, but you're playing for a couple powder cakes here. You got the girls action that'll set it off first, and then the boys later. As we get set to tip it off, it'll be Madison Renard and Alicia Whitney here in the middle circle. This jump ball nearly tipped out of bounds, but it'll be handled. Swafford will set up the offense first from Monrovia Bulldogs. Little man-to-man action here early on from Eminence.
Great trap there.
Actually, they're going in kind of a little bit of a matchup zone. Looked like man momentarily. You get the first turnover of the game, so Eminence defensively gets a stop early on.
Exactly what you need to do. You got the ball up to the high post. Eminence trapped it, forced them to get rid of it. Turnover for the Bulldogs.
Bringing the ball up the floor will be Veda Riffle. Leads the team in scoring. Jake, you noted his team only averages 15 points per game. She gets half of them. First shot, no good. Get the block inside and the rebound for Whitney. Eminence in that, again, 2-3 zone here to start things off against the Bulldogs. They swing it around outside. Swafford's three off the mark. Battle for the rebound, loose ball. Swafford picks it up.
I got numbers now.
Looking down low. They missed Whitney, but they're going to get the layup here. Oh, can't get the bunny. Whitney with the rebound. Back up. Scoop shot's good.
The scoop shot. I like it.
Alicia Whitney averaging 6 points per game on the season. It's her first 2 of the contest here. Side with the basketball now is Taja Davis. We've seen this matchup the last couple of years where MTC Sports has come down and covered the game for Endeavor Communications.
Been down in the tank a couple times. I have yet to visit the tank.
Great gymnasium. It's just got that great old school feel to it. Maybe looks to set up their offense. They go to Whitney right away, realizing they got a mismatch on the block. Whitney with 4 quick points.
You just tell from some of these girls' body language so far for Eminence that they are getting a little tired and really don't have a big post presence to match up with Whitney so far.
Riffle trying to get around Swafford, and you're going to get a foul here against Michaela. It'll be her first personal foul. We featured Swafford in the pregame show, 12.8 points per game on the season so far. Really carrying that scoring load for the Bulldogs. But they get a good balanced team effort. Everybody pitches in. There's a turnover, drug to foot.
And maybe you want to just let go.
You can see Monrovia defensively wanted to pick them up there at about that 3-meter line on the volleyball court. As soon as they cross, Swafford really trying to hound Riffle.
Looks like they're doing an extended 2-3 zone here.
Swafford able to take it away from Riffle with the steal. And then Riffle's going to be called for the foul in the backcourt.
That's something I think Eminence would want to really preach to their players, that we can't get silly fouls like that, not only because we're going to put them at the line, but we only have seven girls on the team. We can't afford to have someone foul out.
There's a good look at that loose ball foul from a moment ago. Looking in the corner, Swafford thought about it. They get it down low to Whitney. Got a player wide open on the left arch here. Pass not crisp though. The swing this time for the open three, no good. Let's see what the call is here.
Be a foul on Whitney, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Whitney's going to get the foul reaching in. Be her first.
Number 44, Alicia Whitney, first person.
So you talked about the fouls.
17 fouls.
Jake, already 2 fouls here against Monrovia, and it's their 2 biggest players so far in Swafford and Whitney.
Yeah, you can just hear the coach getting on Whitney saying there's no reason to reach for that ball. Just get back and play solid defense.
Nice pass there to the open player.
That's a good fast break.
Going to be laid in by Riley Sears. Now 6-0. Riffle dribbles into traffic. Another turnover. That's number 4 already here for
Great
Eminence.
look ahead.
The pass ahead.
She walked.
Traveling violation.
Traveling Eminence ball.
It's Ellie Grimes, number 22.
If anything, right now for Coach A.J. Kinzer, his first year here with this Eminence girls program, even though you've turned the ball over 4 times in your first 5-6 possessions here, it's not really translating into points just yet. You may get 2 here.
Well, it hasn't translated into a ton of points, but eventually it will, and it really does just wear down on an offense's confidence to constantly turn the ball over at half court, not really break through that first line of defense.
That shot no good. Whitney goes up. Maybe got away with the foul over the back there. Can't get the shot to go. And now loose ball on the floor, excuse me.
A jump ball. It's going to head to the heels.
You get almost a platoon swap here from Monrovia. 33, 24, 12, and 42 checking in.
I like this move by Coach Kevin Rounds here. The other team in Eminence only has 7 players. I would platoon swap like that as much as possible. Get some fresh legs in there and really try to wear them down.
Immediately, ball taken away, layup going the other way.
Kayla Wilkerson.
That's Kayla Wilkerson. She was the only starter that stayed in the game there after the switch. Able to get the lay-in. You had Lindsey Keene, Courtney Palmer, Bree Tharp, and Madison Payne check in. And now for Eminence, it'll be Cheyenne Keeney that'll check in here. She'll take over for the point guard duties. And Coach A.J. Kinzer seeing what we're seeing, the body language from Veda Riffle. You can tell she's kind of beat down at the moment mentally. This one taken away again. Monrovia quickly out the other way. Left-handed scoop shot. Count it. It's a nice take that time by Madison Payne. Nice takeaway and nice take. Eminence finds themselves down 10-0, trying to find some motion here. Another step-in steal. Run out, lay in, got it. Lindsey Keene for 2.
And you get a timeout here by
We're
Eminence.
going to get a full timeout here for the Eminence Heels as they are down 12-0. We'll step aside briefly as we take another look at that last steal and replay. excuse me, we'll head to the break. Score 12-0 right now in favor of Monrovia. A good shot of the cheerleaders from Monrovia High School celebrating with the score now 12-0 up over early here over Eminence. Jacoby, of course, we want to mention the football team here from Monrovia. We got to cover last week at semi-state in a torrential downpour, taking on a conference opponent in Cardinal Ritter in a hard-fought game. Ritter came away with that victory, and they'll take it to state.
Yeah,
on Friday, actually.
Yeah, the Raiders in that one got the better of Monrovia. Talked to athletic director Brian Lewis before the game, and he was right. It was just a couple fumbles here and there that ended up being the difference in the outcome of that one. But it was a pretty solid game, I thought, and great season for the Monrovia Bulldogs.
That was the one thing that we got to cover them 4 times.
Yeah.
Anytime we saw them, it seemed to be that Achilles heel that haunted them, those turnovers.
Yep.
You can't fault them on Friday night, though. It'd be hard for anybody to hang on to the pigskin.
Playing in an ocean.
Shot off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Palmer. She's got 2 already. Nice dump off pass, and the jumper is good for Bree Tharp.
Great find there, and Bree Tharp able to get the easy 2.
One thing Monrovia definitely touts on this squad right now is some height. You're looking at the size of Palmer and Tharp. Somebody like Whitney and Sears.
Great block
got
there.
A great 1-2 punch.
Look at that extension. That's such a luxury to have in a post player, to be able to come out and extend and contest those shots at the 3-point line and in.
Out top, Keene for 3. Almost banked that one in. There's a rebound for Courtney Owens. They'll ask Taja Davis to bring it up. Owens wasn't looking.
That's just miscommunication right there.
Run out, layup. Count it. Madison Payne with her second bucket of the game. She's now tied for the team lead with 4 points. Jumper there off the mark. Rebound taken away. Keene able to snatch that one out of the hand. She'll push the action.
Smart move here to bring it out, reset the offense.
Got Keene on this side if they look. Instead, they go down low. Palmer does a good job of keeping her pivot foot down. A 3 on the way, and Keene's able to knock it down.
Just a great offensive set right there. A lot of players touch the ball. You end up going from the post out to the wide open 3.
Coach Kevin Rounds talked about Lindsey Keene in his notes that he sent us for this one and said she's one of those seniors that he loves coming off the bench. She's a microwave. She's one of those players that can just come in and contribute right away. That's a jumper, Eminence on the board.
And you have seniors, multiple seniors on the roster. You can convince one that's been part of the program for the last few years that, hey, I need you to come off the bench, not necessarily start, and they accept that role. That's just huge for a team.
Tasia Davis with that bucket a minute ago for Eminence. Back outside, looking down low to Palmer again, being hounded in the interior by Owens. It looks like Owens will pick up her first foul of the game. So really, so far, Jake, usually, I mean, I don't want to sound stereotypical, but usually when we cover girls games, you get a lot of fouls right away and you get a lot of jump balls. And we haven't seen, we've had 1 jump ball and only 2 fouls per team.
There's no wood around here to knock on. He just jinxed us.
I have 2
These
daughters.
are all plastic bleachers.
I have 2 daughters. I'm not trying to play mean there. Wilkerson able to knock down the jumper. It's Monrovia. They continue to roll now, 21-2. In Eminence, a very small 1A school. Just 7 girls dressed for this varsity. Letting the 3 fly here. That one off the mark. And that's going to conclude the first quarter action. Flew by, 21-2 your score after one here at Monrovia High School. We'll be back with more coverage on Endeavor Communications presented by MTC Sports.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
It hits the rim right as the light goes in.
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow. And are looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field, he's got Fusich. Look at this one again.
Time will expire and the Gophers will win.
On the board, the North wins 10-7.
Second quarter action, there's some fans taking it in. 21-2 early here at Monrovia, all over Eminence. And Jake gets the turnovers early on. 9 first quarter turnovers for Eminence.
Sean, they really all came at the same spot on the court, too. If you watch Eminence next time, Grimes tries the three. If you watch Eminence next time coming up the court, a lot of their guards and forwards have made the mistake of picking up their dribble and then kind of telegraphing the passes. That's really a cardinal sin. You don't want to, if you're a ball handler, you don't ever want to pick up your dribble unless you know you're ready to pass or shoot the ball. And they've made that mistake quite a few times tonight.
Trying to penetrate there, a little bit of a hip check. That'll be the first foul. Excuse me. It's number 14. I don't have a 14 on my roster.
Maybe Emily Hodge on the JV roster. It's 14.
Okay, we'll run with it.
Apologize if that's not correct.
And it's looking to try to set up some offense, get something going. They get Ripple open. She knocks down the shot. I like that action right there at the top of the key.
That's a nice little pick and pop action, and 2 points for the Eels.
Able to face up, swing it around. Here's a shot. Swafford still looking to get on the board, is the leading scorer for Monrovia. Looking back around the top side. Swafford now. Talked about it in the top of the pregame. 52% from three-point land. 0 for 2 so far here tonight is Swafford from behind the arc. But you got to think it only takes one for a shooter.
Yeah, I don't think you can really be too mad from a coaching standpoint because both threes she's taken have been within the flow of the offense and have been pretty wide open and hasn't really missed them by that much.
Foul number 40, Bradley Sears, her first personal.
It's a first foul call there against Sears from Monrovia. 14 fouls, so 3 away from getting into the bonus, which is something that you talked about in the pregame as well, trying to get to the free throw line.
And really Monrovia is just helping them out with that key right there. Is another turnover for the Eels.
Wofford able to take it away. Nice patience there, just finds the open shooter. Unable to convert as Monrovia once again though. Riffle going the other way is going to be fouled. It looks like it'll be the second foul on Sears. And she picked up both in the matter of about 10 seconds in game play.
Foul number 40, Bradley Sears, her second personal. 15 foul on the ball up.
She'll check out and get another look at it here.
In the game for your ready belongs number 30.
That just ran right into her.
Ashley Smith.
The shot up. Oh, good from the corner.
Well,
Madison Renard able to knock that one down.
And she walked, yep.
Traveling violation against Monrovia. So some life now for Eminence. Jake, we talked about Eminence being a small 1A school. We've said it multiple times. But they don't have stability at the head coaching position. That's something that's been a high turnover rate. If you get another turnover here and then a turnover right back, Gives the ball back to Eminence. They've had 8 different coaches since 2001. Really, the only coach that had great success for Eminence was a head coach by the name of Jason Sims, who went 53-12 in 3 seasons. And so they had 3 great years there where they were able to unable to win a sectional, but had great regular seasons.
Yeah, you'll find that at a lot of small schools. I realize Eminence is one of the smaller, if not the smallest school in the state, but a lot of small 1A schools are going to have a high coaching turnover. I mean, even in our area, we have, you got Clinton Central, Clinton Prairie have quite a few coaches in the past 5-6 years.
People look at the smaller schools as stepping stones
right.
and try to.
And you can't knock a coach for that. If they're trying to really make a career out of it, get started at a small school where you can get in, you can win there and you move up to the next spot. Sometimes you'll find a guy that wants to just stick around for a long time, though.
But what happens when you don't have that stability is you don't have that youth program development.
Exactly.
And you get a different philosophies that come in. And it's tough to find a rhythm and gel together. You got a timeout here taken by Eminence. 24-7 your score.
Yeah, like each coach that comes in may have a different way of doing summer practice. But, like each coach will have their different summer routines, or maybe some varsity coaches want to have the same offense run all the way from the varsity level down to like the 5th grade level. Some coaches don't want that. They want you to learn different offenses along the way. And when you have a high turnover like that, it can almost confuse the kids a little bit as they're maybe in that junior high range approaching high school, because they're being taught one thing and then being asked to learn something completely new.
Well, we've seen it even in football, though, Jake. You get a young quarterback who's had 3 or 4 offensive coordinators, and before you know it, he's out of the league or he's a backup.
Yeah.
Because and it's not that he doesn't have the talent, it's just he couldn't develop in one system and learn from there. And so, it's the trickle-down effect. We talked earlier about going to Eminence High School and checking out the tank, which is their gymnasium. And I'll tell you, man, it's a cool high school gymnasium. It's got the old school. And when you pull up, you still have like the old high school in front that's got like 2 or 3 stories to it, and then, branches out as you get another run out, and Swafford's able to put it in. She'll be fouled as well.
The King Swafford.
Basket's good as they wave it in.
Eminence foul number 21, Destiny Renner. First person.
Destiny Renner picks it up, but look at the play there after the
great concentration and able to draw the foul late. What a shooter needs is a shot at the free throw line. Can't get that one to go. See, I don't like this play right here by Monrovia. They've done this multiple times where one of their bigs will stay back and try to grab the ball away from a guard, and more often than not, it's resulted in a foul. That time they luck out and get a jump ball, but why do you want your post players picking up fouls like that? You don't want them to be the only ones pressing.
And they're trying to move the basketball around. Back to Riffle. 26-7. So far, Eminence has played Monrovia to a tie here in the second quarter. It was 21-2 to finish the first quarter. Riffle lets a 3 fly. Just rolls in and out. That's Whitney's 4th rebound already in the game. Good look down low. Unable to hang on to it. It was Ashley Smith, but that was a great
lead swap here for Monrovia.
Reminds me of Kentucky's Team Blue, Team White, or whatever they had from a couple years ago. You had 5 come in, 5 more.
They call that the platoon system. I don't remember how they referred to it down there, but it's pretty effective.
Monrovia trying to pack in that defense. This is going to be a foul here against Lindsey King. It'll be her first.
24, Lindsey King, her first.
That's a 6th foul against Eminence, so the next time it will put Eminence, or the 6th foul against Monrovia, excuse me.
You see she kind of leaned her shoulder in there. Officials will get that every time.
Shot no good. Swing it around. Payne Gonna let the three go. A little too strong. Nice rebound down low. Loose ball taken away by Eminence, and then you're gonna get a foul here. Foul be against Madison Payne.
Number 12, Madison Payne for first person. 17 valuable blocks. That puts Eminence in the bonus. At the line for the Eagles, number 10.
3 minutes and 5 seconds left in this quarter, and
shooting 1 to 1.
Eminence is in the bonus the rest of the way.
In for the Eagles, number 23, GBB Riffle.
Eminence will send a substitution in as J. Lee Riffle will check in. Payne will bring it up, a little over 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, it's a varsity doubleheader tonight. So right after the girls' game, the boys will get warmed up, and we'll get a varsity game from them as well. Two teams, again, that know each other very well. Both teams post some real good scores there on the boys' side of basketball.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear from Brian Luce before the game that not a lot of boys, if any, were on the football team for the varsity squad. That surprised me.
Yeah. Which
Hey,
is a benefit if
Yeah,
you can
it
be
is.
successful in two sports and not have to worry about players coming back. I think he mentioned one of the linebackers, Peter Davis, and maybe one other player
a couple JV guys.
were basketball players as well, so they'll have to get their 10 practices in, so you won't see them here tonight. At least not take the court. Palmer does a smart job there and just lets that one go out of bounds.
Basketball.
We approach the 2-minute mark now. Look down low, Palmer. She's going to walk down low.
Traveling Eminence ball.
And Coach Rounds wants a timeout here.
30-second timeout, Bulldogs.
And I think, for Coach Rounds, I think his frustration comes in where you played a 5-5 quarter here against Eminence after a 21-2 quarter. And we know of a coach from this area in Pat Rady.
I was about to say.
He would just be losing it right now if you scored 21 in the first and you only put up 5 in the second.
Yeah, he may have a few words to say to you at halftime, but I completely agree with this timeout. You are building a lead. You do have an advantage over this team physically, and you're turning them over almost every time down the court. But the thing is, you're also turning the ball over yourself. You put them in the bonus with some pretty stupid fouls, and then you go in and you got your post players traveling. I don't remember how many travels they've had, but both post players, the center and power forward, have traveled at least 2 times apiece. And, it's mistakes like that it may get you a win here today against this opponent, but can come back to bite you down the road.
Right. As a coach, you got to continue to coach.
Yep.
They look inside. Keene was able to get her hands on it, and when that happened, it resulted in a tie-up in the middle. The jump ball will result in a turnover. It'll give Monrovia the basketball. Payne looks to Keene. We'll get it back to Wilkerson. Good look down low. And that's really what you want to do when you get your bigs down low on the block like that, is feed them the ball. They know they got the mismatch. I like how she goes quick there, Jake.
Yeah, you always like this high-low action. Gets down, pass a little low right there, but able to reach for it. Almost get the and one.
First free throw's good there for Bree Tharp. She's got 3 points here tonight. You look at these players, look down through this list, even for Monrovia. They've got 4 seniors on the team. Lindsey Keene, we talked about, coming off the bench. Courtney Palmer coming off the bench as a senior. And then you've got Bree Tharp and Alicia Whitney. So Whitney really the only senior that is starting here tonight for Monrovia, but good depth and experience in the second platoon.
Yeah, they got a lot of size and talent on this team. You can really see them by the end of the year if they can cut down on the turnovers and really lock up on defense a little bit, they can be quite a threat later in the year.
Yeah, this Monrovia team, freshman, sophomore, and junior laden for Coach Kevin Rounds. For Eminence, they don't have a senior on the team. This one taking away the steal, scoop, no good. But I like the action. You know, talking about Madison Payne, she's only a freshman, 5'5", and she's feisty.
She's able to take the contact, get a shot off, and get it to go, but great strip and way to draw the foul.
Payne unable to get the first one to go. 4 points for Payne so far in this contest. Going back to my thought a minute ago for Coach A.J. Kinzer, no seniors. Freshmen and sophomores, has a couple of juniors in Tasia Davis and Courtney Owens. As Payne's able to get 1 of 2 at the line, she's got 5 and the lead increases to 29-7. Double dribble, turnover. Again, unofficially, I've got 15 turnovers so far here in the first half for Eminence.
A lot of coaches will tell you that's too much for a game. A lot of mental mistakes, fundamental mistakes here for the guards of the Eels.
Madison Payne, the scoring touch, 7 first half points for Payne. And she gets another takeaway. That's probably about the 4th steal for her as well. I'm not tracking those.
I like the active hands on there. You can tell they're kind of telegraphing the pass a little bit, but just able to get a hand on it. When you get a hand on the ball, good things happen.
Whipple lets the 3-5. That one, not enough mustard on it, just short. Looked like it was on target. Good shot of Coach A.J. Kinzer. Going baseline is Keene. Scoop shot with the right hand. Gets it to go.
Really like the patience of the offense right there. Saw a couple girls had open threes they could have taken and instead decided, let's get it to the high post, work it back out, and instead you get an easy layup.
First half has come to a conclusion. 35-7 your score. Monrovia leading Eminence. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you the halftime show when we return here on Endeavor Communications presented by MTC Sports.
Experience the exciting world of television entertainment with Endeavor eTV. Get more than 350 quality TV channels including HD, movies, sports, family programming, lifestyle, and local news and weather. Never miss a program with Endeavor Whole Home DVR. Stop a program in one room and continue watching TV in another. Enjoy video on demand and pay-per-view selections with over 2,000 titles. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most. Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Control your thermostat, door locks, and lights with your Endeavor eShield security system. Save energy by remotely controlling your lights and adjusting your thermostat's heating or cooling while you're away with Honeywell Total Connect. Forget to lock your door? No problem. Lock your doors remotely with the touch of a button from your smartphone or wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 for a free home and energy management system quote or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Watch TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch TV Everywhere.
It hits the rim right as the light goes in.
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow.
Denard looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field. He's got Fusich. Look at this one again.
Time will expire and the Gophers will win.
Is on the board. The North wins 10-7. Well, the North.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
We welcome you back at the half here at Monrovia High School. The Bulldogs lead the Eminence Eels 35-7 here in a varsity girls basketball matchup. Sean Walker, Jake Morris calling the game for you tonight. We saw a very fast-paced first half. Clock continued to roll very quickly. A lot of turnovers, a lot of run-out buckets for the Monrovia Bulldogs, and that's really been the difference in this one as they lead by 28.
Yeah, that's not really something you're going to fix and necessarily mount a big comeback with if you're the Eminence Eels. I mean, it's something you can definitely cut down on in this half, but it's not going to fix itself overnight. You saw a lot of players crossing half court, immediately picking up their dribble. That allows you to be trapped easily. It allows them to just look at your eyes because you're no longer a threat to move. You saw a lot of balls get telegraphed and picked off and returned for easy buckets on the other end.
Let's take a look at our stats here from the first half, and really for the Monrovia Bulldogs, they were led in scoring by Madison Payne. She put up 9. The second leading scorer was Lindsey Keene. Both of those players came off the bench. So Payne with 9, Keene with 7. Michaela Swafford, your leading scorer on the season so far, just 5. And then you had Wilkerson and Whitney, along with Bree Tharp, all chip in 4 points. 2 points there for Riley Sears, and that rounds out the scoring for Monrovia. On the other side, just 3 players found the bucket for Eminence. It was Veda Riffle with a 2, Madison Renard with a 3, and Tasia Davis with a 2, and that's your 7 points. Now, Jake, what I think is important to note is it was 21-2 after the first.
Yep.
For a long time, it was 26-7. Eminence was playing them even there in the second quarter. Do you think that was the message at the halftime?
Yeah,
trying to win one quarter.
Yeah, I think just taking a quarter at a time, and they did play pretty well in the second quarter. Still an awful lot of turnovers, but if you can play this team even, that does build you some confidence, give you some tape to look at, saying here's what we did right versus here's what we did wrong, and maybe help improve you down the line. But also, I think part of the tie in that second quarter was maybe Monrovia taking their foot off the gas a little bit, and really they turned the ball over quite a bit themselves. So I'm sure Coach Kevin Rounds isn't excited about what he saw there in that second quarter. So maybe look to see them be a little more aggressive and cut down on some of those silly mistakes and fouls that they made in the first half.
Now let's take a look at some of the first half highlights if we could. We'll roll through some of these. You're going to see a theme here. A lot of fast break opportunities for the Monrovia Bulldogs. That time it was laid in by Kayla Wilkerson. Here was Payne with 2 of her game-high 9. And then again, taken away here by Keene. Unofficially, Jake, I got him for 16 first-half turnovers. I may have missed a few.
Yeah.
Those are just the ones that I counted and wrote down. And again, this is what happens when you turn the ball over and you get run-out layups on the other end. This one from deep.
I was always told from coaches that is the most difficult shot to defend, is the wide-open layup going the other way. You
Absolutely.
know? And it's so preventable, too. Just don't turn the ball over at half court. You can stop it.
So I'm sure AJ Kinzer, Coach Kinzer, and his staff have talked to the girls at the halftime and tried to figure out, because Monrovia seems to be trapping right there at the top.
Yep.
They're trying to force the ball handler left, and when they do, it's almost a panic mode. They pass it into a passing lane. It's taken away. There's a good look at Payne. Madison Payne, the freshman, with 9 points in the first half.
And she's gonna continue to get a lot of playing time, too, if she keeps those active hands on defense. She's really playing the passing lanes well, and when she knocks the ball down, she's able to track it down, get it, and convert on the other end.
You know, coaches salivate when they get a young player that come through. There's a good look at the powder keg buckets that we're playing for tonight. But Coach Kevin Rounds has to be really excited about Madison Payne. She looks like a top-tier freshman.
Yep.
Obviously, you're going to have peaks and valley with a freshman, but, already playing very, very well tonight. Looks like she has all the tools, the ball handling skills, and the knowledge. If she continues to buy into the system, look out for her in the years to come.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, she's very active on defense, very composed on the offensive end, doesn't seem to be taking many crazy shots. I mean, a lot of her shots have been, fast break layups, but she seems very contained within the offense and willing to buy into the system.
Something to talk about, too. You got a player like Michaela Swafford, who's already leading the team in scoring. She's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Imagine if you feel comfortable enough to put Payne in at the 1 and move Swafford to the 2 and just allow her to run without the basketball. You start setting screens with those bigs and she knocks down 52% from three-point land.
Oh, yeah.
You have a deep run team ready to make a run in the playoffs come the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a lot of young pieces that they can build with here at Monrovia.
For Eminence, a very young squad as well. It's a learning curve, obviously. The high turnover in the coaching staff. This is a team winless on the season so far, 0-7. They do not play in a conference, so they're an independent team. Immediately that one read and taken away. First pass is a turnover here in the second half.
And you think that hurts them not playing in a conference?
I don't know that they have a choice at this point.
Right.
I think that they're small enough and they're kind of in the, you hate to say the middle of nowhere, but being a rural school like that.
I mean, I get that maybe from the size you can't really fill the spots needed at every sport, but I think, being a part of even a small conference, you get that familiarity with opponents and get exposed to different things, and I think it does help teams being in one.
The very cool thing is they still play a very full schedule of teams from around the area. So, you still get, obviously, the game with Monrovia every single year. You got Cloverdale still on the roster, on the schedule, South Putnam, North Putnam. So you still get those rivalry games. You just don't, unfortunately, get to battle for a conference crown as a goal to kind of check off at the beginning of the season or circle and say, this is what we're playing for. Shot no good. Swafford with the board, kicks it back outside. She'll let the three fly, and this one's on the mark. It's a little too strong.
Well, Swafford hasn't really found the range tonight.
Gonna get a foul here.
That's foul number 40, Riley Sears.
That'll be against Riley Sears. That's her third personal foul.
Team's first in the second half.
Jump ball here. You got players still hitting the deck, so Riley Sears picks up her third foul on the previous play and then hits the floor and creates a turnover on the next one. When the official could very well just call her for another foul for diving in there. You gotta love that fearless attitude.
Yep.
Swing it in. Little inside-outside game. I like how Monrovia's flashing to the post. Missed by Whitney, gets her own rebound, tries to go back up. She's going to be blocked by Tasia Davis, and it actually creates a jump ball situation and gives them the ball back.
Yeah, that was a great play by Davis, not fouling all hand on the ball and forcing a jump ball.
Ripple being guarded by Swafford, picks up her dribble. Now forced to just kind of throw one away that time. Looking for Courtney Owens. Get it into Owens. She looks to penetrate against Whitney. Turns around, hands off to Riffle. Riffle on the floor. Tried to throw it off of a player that time and just missed. Heads up play when you're on the deck, but
Yeah, try to hit it off of something if you can, but that one just goes out of bounds and Bulldogs ball.
19 turnovers now for Eminence. Jumper, baseline, no good. Nobody boxes out. As Allie Grimes is able to crash the offensive glass that time. Gets lost in the shuffle. She'll go to the free throw line for two.
Eminence foul number 42, Courtney Owens, her third person.
Courtney Owens will pick up her third foul of the game.
First team foul of the half.
Grimes, good looking stroke there from the free throw line, knocks down the first.
Allie Grimes at the line for your Bulldogs with one shot remaining.
Monrovia 4 for 6, now 5 for 7 from the line tonight. Eminence yet to take a free throw. They just missed a flashing player there in Renard. She was open. Stepping in the passing lane there and taking it away is Wilkerson. Run out, left hand, count it. Wilkerson now with 8.
You can tell when Courtney Owens, number 42 for Eminence, has the ball. She usually picks up her dribble right there on the wing, and you can see all the Bulldogs kind of shift up, knowing that she has to pass it. They've picked it off almost every time.
Riffle able to get around the defender. There's a lane. She's now got 6.
Riffle.
Swafford ahead to Grimes. Sears going to swing it to Swafford. Open momentarily, but passed up the 3. Sears down low. Able to get that one to just skip across the front into the rim. It's her second bucket. She's got 4. 43-11 now your score. A little over 4 minutes to go here. Third quarter action. Swafford takes this one away. Nice pass. Can't get it to go. This 3 on the way. Got it.
Finally finds the bottom of the net there.
Swafford now with 8. Now has 2 threes in the game. Going to get a timeout here for Eminence. A couple of substitutions are going to head in as well. There was a shot of that 3 from a moment ago, and there's a young lady that hit it. Michaela Swafford now, 8 points in the game. We've got a handful of players here approaching double-digit scoring nights for Monrovia. I mentioned some players checking in for Eminence. It'll be Jaylee Riffle and Destiny Renard. They'll come in. Not quite sure who they're checking in for just yet. So we'll check that when they come back out of this timeout here momentarily. Basketball season getting kicked off. Jake, we got a full slate of games on MTC Sports. Some of them down here that we'll have for you in the Endeavor Communications viewing area. A lot of varsity doubleheaders headed your way.
Yep.
We've got a full slate of games ourselves. We're still ironing out our schedule kind of after the first of the year. But we've got a crew tonight that's up at Clinton Prairie getting the Frankfurt Hot Dogs and Clinton Prairie Gophers kicking off some boys basketball action.
County rivalry up there. I believe you got another county rivalry. I don't think we're covering it. I forget who Frankfurt's playing Saturday, but I know the Clinton Prairie's playing Clinton Central right off the bat too. So a couple of rivalry games this year.
And not only county, but you got some conference rivalries, if I could speak, that kick off right away this early in the year. Coming out of the timeout, 46-11 your score. Eminence with just 2 timeouts left here in the game. Looking to penetrate, gets into the lane, shots up, no good. Rebound there for Courtney Palmer, her 4th. They get it ahead, and you're going to get a foul here on the fast break opportunity. I believe that's Emily Hodge. We talked about number 14 being on the junior varsity roster, a freshman listed at 5'4".
We mentioned the body language from some of these Eminence players, and some of them are starting to argue a little bit with each other. Number 11, number 23 had some words to say after that foul, miscommunication, and it can be frustrating only having 7 players and being behind this much in a game, but you're only going to hurt yourself if you get on each other.
And actually, they just corrected this here. That is Kyra Davis at the free throw line. This shot off the mark. And again, Monrovia able to track it down on the offensive glass. They look down low. Davis. Get tied up as they get thrown to the ground here. There's Destiny Renard that time that took the tumble.
13 penalties.
Down low to Palmer. That 3 for Keene. Able to knock it down, and once again, Keene able to hit a 3. She's got 10 now. Off the bench for Monrovia. Average of 6 on the season coming in.
A 3-2 zone now for the Bulldogs.
I think this is a great ploy here by Monrovia defensively.
Yep.
Davis, run out. Going to be fouled on the other end as Riffle fouled her. He'll get up, pat her on the back. That doesn't always make you feel better about it, but at least you acknowledge the fact that I got you. I apologize. Going after the ball there, just a hard foul across the wrist. Davis off the mark. She'll get 1 or 2 at the line again. Now a 40-point lead for the Bulldogs. Jumper in the lane a little too strong. Able to save it that time. There's Bree Tharp. Nice hustle under the bucket.
Bulldogs still playing up-tempo, trying to...
Oh, look. We get the foul on the floor. You gotta love a player that plays in the post that's got a good vision too, and that's what I've seen out of Bree Tharp here tonight, Jake.
Yeah, she's really finding her partner down there on the block pretty well. Nice pass there. But you got 42 Bree Sharp and you got 33 Courtney Palmer. having two bigs like that with that size that can just pass over the top of each other is huge down there, especially if they're willing to look for the open guy and make the pass.
They'll get it to Payne. She had that nice first half with 9 points. Seeing her first action now here in the second. Palmer and Tharp working well back and forth together. Palmer with the rebound, dumps off. Davis, no good. Tharp in there, jump ball situation. Possession arrow remains with Monrovia. Davis turns around, hands it back to Keene. Eminence has been in that 2-3 zone since the game started. Even though they tricked me right away, it looked like they matched up man-to-man. They kind of fell into like a matchup zone. Payne for three, no good. Good rebound down low that time from Renard.
And you know, they're almost forced to, even trailing this much, you usually wouldn't run a zone. This is probably the time you go to man-to-man when you have, you know, double-digit deficit. But due to only having 7 players, I think they're almost forced to run zone all game because it doesn't wear on you as much as man-to-man does.
For Monrovia, Ashley Smith, Leah Craig, and J.C. Whalen will check in. Inbounds pass right away. A good look from Eminence. Can't score, though. Look down low. That shot no good as they found Ashley Smith in the post. Get a bucket coming back the other way, though, for J.C. Whalen. At three, able to knock it down. Jaylee Riffle with her first bucket in the game. Good looking action against the 2-3 zone. It does not pan out for him this time.
We've gotten away with a walk there.
Let that one fly with about 7 seconds on the clock.
Look at Payne.
All the way to Hoop, unable to get it to go though. 55-14 your score after 3 quarters. Monrovia all over Eminence here in our coverage on Endeavor Communications presented by MTC Sports. Be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Enjoy the freedom of independent living with Endeavor's medical alert system. Contact emergency help or a loved one directly through the water-resistant 2-way voice pendant. It's as easy as pressing a button to call for help in and around your home. The medical alert system is easy to use and connects directly to your landline telephone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we help protect what you cherish most. Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in the communities we serve. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security systems for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Good shot of Coach Kevin Rounds. His Monrovia Bulldogs leading this one by his 41 points here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Had to do quick math there. See that? Sean Walker, Jake Morris.
No, he's a big fan of Endeavor Communications, MTC Sports. Saw him quite a bit in the football press box. I think he helps out with the scoreboard in those games. Excited to have us come out here tonight.
We're excited to be here. This three-pointer on the way. A little too strong. Rebounded by the Eels. Unable to put it in, though. That was Renard hitting the glass again for Eminence. So for Monrovia, they come back out with their original starting 5 here to start the fourth quarter. Inside to Whitney. Back out. Working it with patience, but the turnover here and then the foul on Sears. And you'll just get a smile out of it. That's number 4.
It's got to be driving Coach Rounds crazy, though, you know. So not only do you get the turnover, but you pick up a foul in the process. That's 2 things you can get yelled at in the film room. If you just turn the ball over and get back and play defense and stop them, you'll get yelled at for one thing.
Yeah, while you're at it, you might as well rack them up.
Oh, jeez.
That's the way I look at it. That shot hit the pole on top of the backboard there. Ball back to Monrovia. Get another shot of Rounds. There's Madison Renard. Hit that 3 in the first half. Got 4 or 5 rebounds in the game as well for the Eels. Good skip out. Shot no good, but you got to love the wide open look. Players on the floor, jump ball situation.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing you got to take away from this Monrovia offense is some of these shots may be a little hard or a little long, but they are open shots. They are working the ball and finding the best possible shot within their offense.
Tasia Davis comes in for Destiny Renard.
Tasia Davis.
We look down low to Sears. Sears, nice move up and under and count the bucket.
Sears.
I don't think she's getting yelled at in the film room now. She's starting to turn it up.
You'll always get yelled at in the film room. There's no way you don't get yelled at in the film room.
Whitney with the takeaway, another steal here for Monrovia. They got numbers as well. They'll kick out for the 3. Jake, we've seen that become the offense across the board in every level of basketball now.
Yep.
Where, basically you push it up, you hit somebody on the wing, and instead of getting 2, you get 3.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple offense. If you got shooters, you get them out wide in space where it's tough for defenders to play the passing lanes. And if you got a point guard that knows what he or she is doing, you go down the court, you see where your best option is, kick it out to that wing, get a 3 there. It's the same offense you see in the half court too, where you drive and penetrate. You drive in, suck the defense in. If they don't, it's a layup. It's similar to the read option in football. You just got to make one read and take your best option from there.
Griffel unable to get the free throw to go. Handful of substitutions coming back in for Monrovia again. Coach Rounds has got to be excited about the bench play here tonight. Got great contribution from him. Palmer with only 2 points, but I've got it for 7 rebounds. And sometimes you ask people to know what their role is. And in a game tonight where you're getting plenty of scoring around, rebound. There's a nice take from Payne.
You look a little surprised that that one went in.
That Coach Kinzer was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's your night, it's your night. And it is definitely Madison Payne's night. Griffel gets around the corner, a little floater that time up off the glass, no good, and Palmer's got another rebound. I thought about it momentarily, looks down low to Tharp. This is going to be chipped out of bounds. It'll stay Monrovia.
I'm not sure
basketball.
Tharp really had position on that one, forced that a little low. And the entry pass to the post is a good thing, but you got to put it where, your post player can get it. If you get it too low, all the little guards can get their hands in there, and they're sneaky. They'll try to slap that ball away.
That's Lindsey Keene's third 3 of the game. She's got 13 points now to lead all scorers.
Lindsey King playing really well, taking shots within the offense and just knocking them down.
The shot will be fouled there. It looks like they'll see if they give it to Keene. There were 2 players in the vicinity. It will be against Keene.
Number 24, Lindsey Keene, your 7th person.
It's number 2 against Lindsey. 4:20 to play here in the 4th quarter. Shout out to our buddy Wes Wolf. usually on the MTC Sports crew with us, but tonight he's over at Clinton Prairie covering that game. You can get a 30-second timeout here for Monrovia. That was literally Monrovia's first time out of the game that they've used, Jake.
Oh, I mean, you haven't really had a lot to complain about. You know, other than a few turnovers here and there, and maybe some silly fouls. I mean, they've been playing pretty well. They're making the right reads on defense. They're getting easy buckets on the other end, and are really all over this Eminence Eels team.
Some fans continue to file in the stands as the boys' game will get set to tip off at the conclusion of this one. They'll come out and get warmed up. We'll step aside at the conclusion of this one. We'll give you a quick post-game show, of course, and then we'll step aside and we'll get started with the boys' basketball action.
Tell you what, this boys' basketball game that's coming up, you got 8 seniors on the Monrovia team, 6 seniors on Eminence. So
an experienced squad.
Yeah.
They've been part of this rivalry for 4 years now. Second free throw up. A little too strong there. Rebound taken away by Whalen. Got to get out of the lane. They will just in time before the 3-second call. That shot looked like it might have been partially tipped. Veda Riffle going to let this one go from NBA range. Why not? Yeah. Knocks it down. She's got 9. She's shown she's got a nice touch on that jump shot, Jake, tonight. I think the issue really for her, unfortunately, is she's forced to kind of handle those point guard duties.
Right, and when you're leading scorers of point guard and you don't really have a lot of offense around them, it's tough to really get that player open and involved in the offense because you rely on other people for spacing and screens, and I mean, you can't be the only scoring option, otherwise teams are going to key in on that.
Yeah, Craig with a couple of offensive rebounds there, showing a trip to the free throw line. It's a foul against Eminence. It'll be Courtney Owens. That's her fourth foul, excuse me.
At the line, Leah Craig shooting 2.
Shot of Craig as she prepares for this free throw opportunity. Able to knock it down. That one a little short. Time Ruffle looking for some help. She'll get it back. Little runner in the lane. Madison Renard gets that one to go. She's got 5.
Good move right there, using the glass and getting the easy bucket.
Three-pointer on the way on the other end and knocked down there by Ashley Smith.
This Monrovia team surprisingly has quite a bit of range. A lot of players confident stepping into that three-point shot and following through. Seen a lot of pretty shots here tonight.
Every single player that has touched the floor tonight from Monrovia has scored.
That's impressive.
Look inside. This shot off the glass. Can't get the kiss to go that time. And 13 players have come into the game from Monrovia. All 13 have scored. That's a team effort. Whalen. A shot a little too strong. Offensive rebound and put back. And count it. That's Kyra Davis. She'll go back to the free throw line where she's 2 of 4 tonight.
Eminence foul number 23, Jamie Riffle. Her second personal.
That free throw off the mark. Nobody back with Veda. Able to get past the defense momentarily and then a loose ball.
Possession stays with the Eagles.
Get a jump ball on that one.
At this time, if we can have the teachers that will be recognized in tonight's Teacher Appreciation Night, please make your way down to the athletic office entrance. All the teachers that will be recognized in tonight's Teacher Appreciation Night, please make your way over to the athletic office entrance.
Ripple going to let this three go. That one just a little short. It'll be knocked out of bounds off Monrovia. It should be Eminence basketball, and it is.
Stays with the Eagles.
Monrovia in that 2-3 zone again. Forcing these long shots. I like that move. Force them to take deep shots. Keep them out of the lane where you can pick up more fouls.
Nice job over the backside of that zone, able to find Davis. She's got 6 points in the game. Good look that time from Ashley Smith. Owens, too strong, off the mark. Payne with the board. Leyland down low, draws the triple team, had a wide open Ashley Smith on the wing. Payne reads that pass from cross court, able to take it away. She'll just slow it down and wait for her teammates.
Nice patience shown there by Payne, getting the steal, turnover. Not really looking to advance it, waiting for their teammates to get down there and set up the offense.
Double dribble that time on Wayland. 35 seconds to go here in this one. Payne is going to take her time to walk it up. Monrovia doesn't have to take another shot. Doesn't mean they won't, just they don't have to.
You don't have to, but you can. I don't think they will. I think they're just going to let this one run out.
Payne will dribble it out. And that's your final. 73-20 Monrovia over Eminence tonight. A 53-point victory for the Bulldogs. We'll step aside briefly. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up with our post-game show. Get you our player of the game and more. Here on Endeavor Communications, presented by MTC Sports.
Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
It hits the rim right as the light goes in.
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow. And are looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field. He's got music. Look at this one again.
Time will expire and the Gophers will win.
Is on the board. The North wins 10-7.
For district, we love all of our teachers. So if you are a
We
teacher
welcome you
at
back
the
here.
public school
There
district,
is the Powder Kegs. That's what we play for in this rivalry matchup between the Eminence Eels and the Monrovia Bulldogs. Tonight, the Monrovia girls able to really run away with that one. A huge victory tonight over the Eminence Eels. Eminence, if you try to hang your hat on anything, you average 15 points a game, you put up 20 tonight. So I think each step is just trying to get better and better. Even though you lose this one by a wide margin, you try to find those glimmers of positivity.
Yeah, and even if you don't really have
recognizing them this
a
evening.
lot of scoring on the offensive end, I think maybe if you really do cut down on the turnovers and try to slow the game down to your pace, you may find yourself in a lot more ball games.
You get a good look at some of the fans. They brought some of the fat heads in.
First up for the boys basketball
Again,
team.
Monrovia tonight, all over Eminence, they put up 73 points. All 13 girls that dressed and played tonight in the game scored at least a bucket or a point, which I think is phenomenal. That shows you it's a good rounded team effort Our player of the game tonight, though, we went with one of those bench players and gave it to the senior in Lindsey Keene. 13 points tonight in this matchup. 13 points off the bench. She had 7 there in the first half, added 6 more at the end. So again, Lindsey Keene, our player of the game. And there's a good shot of Lindsey Keene down on the floor. We got to give an honorable mention player of the game to Madison Payne, though. 11 points for the young freshman. Had who knows how many steals. A lot of steals.
Quite a bit. She's playing those passing lanes very well.
So we figured with her being a freshman, she's still got some more time to earn some of those player of the game nods from us. So we'll give it to the senior. There she is on screen right now, and Lindsey Keene. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to the Monrovia Bulldogs. They'll continue with their festivities here in the post game. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. For Jake Morris and Sean Walker, we appreciate you tuning in to our girls varsity coverage of this doubleheader. We'll get a quick break in, and we'll come back with the boys' side of the varsity doubleheader. So stay tuned right here on Endeavor Communications, presented by MTC Sports.
Sam says, Mr. Blaine.